What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your brewmaster in chief. And tonight, in the BrewLab, I'm finally coming back at ya with another episode of Serious Jank. I know a lot of you have been waiting for this. It's been a while since we've done some Serious Jank. Yeah, you know, it's that kind of jank that might actually be quite serious. And so, without further ado, let's jump into tonight's brew. Simply called Mondrak's City. And I've just been doing some testing and I've been flooding. So I'm going to be trimming some lands here. I did go to 26, but you know what? 24 is the go. I'm going to, you know, add a few more of my life gain spells. So feast your eyes on the old school Boros tokens shell with the wedding announcement, Stensia Uprising, burn down the house. These have been like staples of a shell like this since I started toying with them. I've done all kinds of things. Previous iterations had rabble rousing here in the 5-drop slot alongside burn down the house, and then we were trying to hit explosive singularity off of a rabble rousing. Now we're going about things a slightly different way. We're trying to use the creatures to convoke. Both City on Fire and Explosive Singularity have Convoke. City on Fire actually has the actual mechanic Convoke. Explosive Singularity might as well have had that written on there because you can tap creatures to reduce the casting cost of it. So with Mondrak, that's doubling all of our tokens, and the fact that we have about 1 million ways of making tokens in the deck, starting with Sunset Revelry, the aforementioned wedding announcements, Stensia Uprising, and of course the sweeper burn down the house. I love the versatility, and it's why I play it in this deck, because you can also make three devils if in a pinch. We can often cast this for like 3 red mana and this for just 2 red mana, and of course together they're amazing because this triples any damage from any source. It doesn't have to be a specific color or from a specific source. It's any source, any color, triple that damage. So 1 explosive singularity to the face deals 30 damage. We can also sacrifice a Stensia Uprising when we have exactly 13 permanents on the board and do 21 damage to the face if we've got City on Fire on the battlefield. You know, we can also just win by attacking the opponent with a bunch of tokens, because, you know, with a few flipped wedding announcements, suddenly these are no longer 1/1s, they're like 2/2s and 3/3s, and then we can just attack the opponent with those to death. Of course, if you've got a City on Fire down off of all those tokens, now these little 2/2s and 3/3s are all getting in for like, you know, 9 damage or 6 damage each. It starts to be pretty hard to come back from that. So we're winning the games against aggro and whatnot without so much removal. We do have Lantern Flare, which is obviously great in this deck because if you've got loads of creature tokens, then you're gaining life as well as getting rid of something. And it's creature or planeswalker, which is great. But yeah, instead of just remove, we're going for the chump block plan. Gain life, chump block, until we can do the combo. So, you know, Lunarch Veteran, every time one of these things enters the battlefield, gaining life. Sunset Revelry can gain you 4 life. The Lantern Flare can gain you life. Usually that's enough to keep us afloat until we can fire off a City on Fire or an Explosive Singularity. We're drawing cards with Tocasia's Welcome. We've got a sneaky one-of and alternate win con in Elesh Norn, which, you know, if you can flip into the Argent Scriptures, is obviously ridiculous. We can also make some tokens with Mirrex, which will trigger the Tocasia's during the opponent's turn, which is pretty nice. Little things. It's definitely very janky, but I will be playing it in Mythic because that's the whole point for me, reaching early Mythic. I don't care about the number that I'm at or whatever. The whole point of getting into Mythic is so that I can test this stuff at the highest level for you guys. Yeah, that's really all I have to say. Other than, let's jump into some games and see how it performs. You know, let's see how many times we get run over by Mono Red. Definitely has happened a few times in testing. But it's not a terrible matchup against quite a few decks, actually. You just keep pumping out all these tokens. You just chump block. And then if you can fire off that combo finish, which I have done in testing quite a few times, then it feels phenomenal. Like, just so good. Okay, no red source, but we've only got white cards in hand, so... And we're on the play. I'm tempted to keep it. Let's see if it's mono red. What are we gonna die of today? I've played mono red like 7 times already this morning. Okay. So it's the other deck in the format. The only other deck in the format, feels like. So now we let him get in for the damage. And, you know, he's gonna add to the board state. So now he'll have both more creatures than us, and more life. So the Sunset Revelry is going to be amazing here. I think that's the go. Back up to 24. And you know, we're not going to be presenting too many like good targets for his removal. Burn down the house is going to be fantastic. So sick of playing against this, guys. You have no idea how sick I am of it. Oh my lordy lord. Just ridiculous. Just cut those lands, and now I pay my price for that. Okay, we need to draw cards. My goodness. Okay. Second copy of Burn Down the House is available. I don't think Mondrak is the go here yet. Okay. Even found our 5th land for a Burn Down the House, so might even just line up, because the fact that we can give Mondrak indestructible with this deck that we're playing, it's really not important, because he'll just use the freaking exile removal against him. So let's go for another wedding announcement, so we can keep the tokens coming, and maybe we'll line up for a Mondrak. Now we've got 2 Mondraks, whatevs. Okay, opponent's top deck moding, so that's pretty cool. Flooding out, I'm happy about that. Stinky Selesnya player. All these chump blockers without his trample effects that you know, they usually have. Hey-o. Knew it. Of course. Of course. Why wouldn't you have it, right? Always. Chumpy, chumpy. Now you're top decking. Let's see if if you find an answer. Ooh, Lantern Flare. No problem. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. This is gonna be epic. Bam. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Let's Lantern Flare one of these portals. What's Portrait? Definitely the one that's getting targeted. Pow! 7 life gained. You lose your audacity. When is this guy gonna scoop? Hopefully soon. But I was also kind of hoping he doesn't, because I'm really desperate to draw my let's make 6 3/3s with haste. It's 18 cash just coming through. He probably can't believe that he's losing this. Little too late, my friend. Good luck getting through this pile of stuff. You're gonna need some significant trampling action, and the fact that we got rid of that audacity, really nice. No good attacks here. I don't think you'll ever get another good one. And now we can just Singularity for 2 mana. You know. Groovy. Four. Yeah, no. Just chilling. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Back into the top 900. Hee hee. Get freaking stuffed. Get freaking stuffed, Mr. Selesnya. Oh my goodness, that feels so good. Now if we can just beat like one mono red player with this deck tonight, done. Just pack it in, call it a night. Serious Jank 1, Meta Dex 0. Hey, we got a bit lucky. He flooded. We also got pretty sweet. Like it looked a bit slow in the beginning. Couldn't find our lands, but then just you know, Mondrak really just kicks it up a notch. Once you're making like 2 or 3 3/3s a turn, like, you know, both Wedding Announcement and Stensia down. That's another great one. And this time we got the city on fire. So maybe this will be the time when we finally get to do some stuff. Wow. Another day, another mirror. Mirror. Another day, another set. I mean, yeah, whatever. The same matchup again. Maybe it's toxic. Maybe. Of course it isn't. Just thinking about, let's see, okay, so Calyx. Needed the wedding announcement. Needed the Stensia. If he finds a way to give Calyx trample and get in and start copying things... Anyway, he's definitely got the ossification in hand, right? Ah. Maybe still not. Alright. I wish he was adding another creature to the board. Ah, yeah. Thought you wouldn't. We just need to gain the life here. Draw another card. It's a pity. Like, I don't think we could have waited for another turn. Jesus. Okay, okay, okay. We go down to 1. And we lose. Alright. Next. You know, difference from the last game. Opponent found the camis in the early thing, so the trample a problem, and also we found none of our token producers, so meh. But again, like, what is this meta? Like, how many mirrors? I mean, how many, like, whoever watched yesterday's video, it's just Selesnya Enchantments, Selesnya Enchantments, Selesnya Enchantments. It's so damn boring. And we have to wait till August before any of this changes. I, for one, cannot wait to start playing some Limited, some Explorer. I've got some brews lined up for there. And also just the early access event invites came out for the Lord of the Rings set. So I'm definitely going to be jamming some draft in that. And I'll put up some videos on the channel shortly after. So stay tuned. Especially those of you who may be, you know, huge fans of Lord of the Rings. This is going to be a really good set, I think. Like... for Limited, should be real fun. Okay, we need lands now. Wow. Just wow. Don't you love that? 3 Selesnya enchantments in a row, back to back. I'm just done, man. At this point, I'm so over it. I just don't even know what to say. At least this Revelry will be better than the last one. Are you kidding me, dude? 3 Selesnya enchantments decks in a row in Mythic. I'm over it. You know, everybody gets burnout, a little bit of like, it's just too much. At least we get to fire off another Sunset Revelry now if we don't find another land. crying out loud. Ah, I would have gone for the double draw there. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Another Revelry, I reckon. Fire off a nice lantern flare. Just all I need is to get to 5 mana, and it's just not happening. Three Selesnya Enchantments decks back to back. God freaking damn it. Like, just wow. What is even the point of this? Like, what are we doing here, people? Land, please. Off the top. Let's go. Dude, this is a sick joke. Like, when this kind of stuff happens, I promise you, there's something wrong. Like, there's no freaking way. All 4 of my 5 drops and only 3 lands in the top 15 cards of your library is something wrong with the client. I promise you, there's no other explanation. Like, they need to do something about this shuffler. I, for one, think it's completely broken. And yes, tinfoil hats on. Let's go. Like, what am I supposed to do against this? If I can't just draw lands. It's like just ridiculous. Okay. Woo! Thanks for helping me find a land. Hopefully we top deck one next turn and we can sweep this damn board. Stop taking damage here before it gets out of hand. Please give me that damn fucking land right now. Let's go. Land off the top. Yes, baby. Woo! And he had no camis of transience. But he's on 53 life. It's going to be a bit of a challenge. But that felt super fantastic. Okay, now we start flooding. Of course. Chilling. Now it's your turn to flood, mate. So sorry. Did you lose your whole board? Aw. Shame. I'm in no hurry here. Let's just chill out. Could have done, you know, gained more life off of that. Tocasia's nice. Gonna be drawing some cards off of that. Finally. Was kind of needing exactly that. 3 Selesnya matchups back to back, guys. 3 of them. The temptation is real. next turn. Actually, hello. My name is City on Fire. Are you the version of Selesnya that only runs, you know, ossification? Or are you also the type of guy who's running Seal Away from Existence or Borrowed Time or whatever? Let's see. Audacity. Doesn't bother me one bit. Next turn we can just make another 3 of these guys. Oh, lol. Sure, dude. So now he will not have the 3 enchantments on the battlefield needed to ensure that the backside here, Afara, has the indestructible. Please don't tell me you got another. Oh my god, he has it! Unbelievable! I really thought he wouldn't. So damn lucky, mate. Oh! Alright, so that's okay. I guess. Hammy? Ah! Can you imagine, bro? The level of bullshit that I have to live with every single day in this game is next level. At least we got the burn down. Ay, 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 ay. Not a single copy of Stensia here either. And that's all of our burn downs gone, so freaking frick. Probably a one-of in the deck. Bro, I just cannot anymore. I'm so damn over it. I don't even know what to say. It's just ridiculous, this deck, man. Like, and over and over and over again. Just how many matches do I need to freaking have against the same freaking deck? Like, at least. At least. So now we can draw off Tocasias now. And we can use Mirrex to draw off Tocasia next turn as well. Land. Boring. Oh my goodness. Woo! Goose rubber. I wonder sometimes, really, like how they came up with the shuffler. What is going on here? Five lands in a row. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Thank you. Finally, something that isn't a land. We're just chilling now. We're making 4/4s every turn. We're on 36 life. We can draw cards both on our turn and on their turn. Looking pretty damn good, I must say. If he found another seal, he'll probably take Tocasia's, which sucks. Dude, are you kidding me, dude? The luck! The luck! Luckily, he doesn't have the double... Okay, he doesn't have the double activation guy. Snaky boy. Oh, that's juicy. $55 life? You know, just chilling. I'm toying with him at this point. There's no way he's gonna get around this. Wow, the floods. Where's my win con? He still thinks he can win this. There we go. Now we can just hard cast it and swing. Halla freaking Luya. We got to see the combo, guys. G to the jizzle. Each of these creatures is going to be doing way too much damage for him to handle. Bye-bye. Please don't come back again. Yeah, you're dead, dude. There's no way you'll survive this attack. That's way too many guys. Perfect. We can even use the Seed of the Empire on this Cami so we don't lose our veteran. A little bit of extra life gain. Never hurt nobody. Sunset Revelry is completely dead at this point. Can't believe he still like hasn't scooped, but thank you, opponent, for there really ought to be a button that says that, like, please don't scoop, I'm trying to do a thing. Minus 99. Oh baby, that felt so freaking good. Oh. Alright guys, shorter video. I have some stuff to do at the lodge tonight, I'm afraid, so I need to go back to work. But unfortunately, fortunately we got to do the thing and we also got some wins. But unfortunately, we only played against Selesnya Enchantments, which just like... I wish there'd been some other matchups to show whether this brew can handle that or not, but it appears that the ladder is about a 99.9% Selesnya Enchantment, so I guess if it can take a, you know, a positive win rate against that deck every now and again, then good. Jumping back in with my final thoughts and overall review would be really cool, I think, to try this in best of 3. Honestly, like, I'm that convinced that it's potential. You could bring in, like, the enchantment hate, the, you know, different types of sweepers for the, like, more aggressive decks. Maybe bring in some copies of Brotherhood's End or whatnot. Maybe have more Elesh Norns in the side and try and go, instead of Mondrak, more for the Norn. Like, you just populate your sideboard with the tools that you'd need to deal with the different matchups. I think this color combination has almost everything that you could need. You know, we could even bring in some planeswalkers that make tokens, which pretty much all the white ones do. So yeah, this might actually be really cool in best of 3, like better than it looks at first glance with its jankiness. Also because of all the 4-ofs. This looks like a best of 3 deck. When you have so many 4-ofs, then you can populate the side with other things, and it makes easy to adjust later. Like, you know, just trim one of these, 2 of those. You know, there'll be certain matchups where Lantern Flare is completely useless. You just get rid of it and put in like the Fateful Absence instead, because you're playing against a bunch of planeswalkers or what, you know, whatever. That was a bad example because Lantern Flare also hits walkers, but you know what I'm saying. But otherwise, no edits. The cutting of those lands at the beginning meant that we had more Lantern Flares and more Sunset Revelries, and as you saw in those matches, they were actually fundamental in making sure that we had enough life to survive until we get to that ridiculous board state with you know, Stensia, and what, we had 3 flipped wedding announcements. Everything was coming into play as a 4/4. We went from like down to 15 life up to like 56, and we got the opponent down to minus 99 in 1 attack. Mwah! We also got to showcase the Mirrex drawing cards off Tocasia's Welcome. You know, you're getting 1 draw off of a Stensia Uprising during your turn, and then another one in the opponent's turn with the Mirrex. So damn cool. The only thing that we didn't get to do was sacking Stensia Uprising to do 21 damage with a city on fire on the board. But that is, it's an alternate win con. It's not really like the main one. And also we never got to see an Elesh Norn on the battlefield, but trust me, it's worth it. Also because it's then really easy to flipper with all these tokens around. So we may do another version, something like this, maybe without this the silly combo finish, and just like play more Boros, like good value stuff, and then get the Elesh Norn in there with the Stensia Uprising wedding announcement plus Norn. The problem with Norn that I've been finding is that the go-to, like first thing you think of is the Skrelv's Hive, but Skrelv's Hive against mono red is just terrible. You're just dying by yourself and not even making chump blockers. So if we can forgo the Skrelv's Hive and make the things to sack to Elesh Norn with wedding announcement and Stensia Uprising, much better. So more on that in a future video. Stay tuned. But that is going to be it as far as this one. If you liked the gameplay footage, kindly consider leaving a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and of course commenting on the videos really helps with the algorithm. I will be seeing you all in the next one with another fresh brew, and until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab signing out. Peace, y'all.